Hello there, Gacha Gamers, and it's anniversary time, so of course that means new cards, new bits and bobs, new monster, as we can see there with Zan. You'll be more excited about that than me, because I've never played MonsterRancher 3. There he is. New creation monster, tier 2, 4 and 5. For getting the pure breed, which is relatively nice there. We've also got brand new Phoenix with a 1, 2 and a 5, and we've also got our first Lord Mon. It's this new subtype here. It's a separate classification of subs, and you probably don't want it, especially if you're a new player, because this is no good for somebody new. It's got no access to text really. It doesn't pass anything down, like nothing, not a sausage. You get nothing. So it seems kind of bait, if I'm honest. And then of course we have new cards. So we've got Gadamon with her Zan and a Power Creep. Power Creep here. Plus 60 now to sharing the main bloodline. So that's another 20 to all stats that previous cards just don't give. The standard 60% bonus here. 10% errantry, 10% great chance, 120 cent stats for power and defense. We'll come back to this one. The improved training bonus, so +1% to power and defense and +1 to those stat growths. 7% training bonus, 8% great chance. The 50%, it's one of the standard breeder MR things. 8% for errantry and unlocking extra bits, breeder effects on things for max limit break. However, this one in particular is quite interesting, the new aura effect that it's got, because it gives you additional training events, according to what it says, and you get a random 5 to 99 boost to your stat growths, your stat caps. I mean, it seems interesting. I think if any colour needed that, it wasn't black. But, you know, they've got to continue to extort money somehow. We then have our additional skills. So I think I've got the chaser up at the moment. Now, what I'm going to do with these is make them nice and big so that you can have a few seconds to read that. Because they're starting to get pretty wide with the text. But Dallas Chaser, early game, when a black skill hits, early game black self, when a skill hits, 10% follow-up damage one time. If you are creation, increase follow-up damage by 5% times the number of follow-up attacks of the activated skill. Then the level 2, same sort of difference, 10% follow-up, increase the damage up to 30%, and if you're in advantage, you get a follow-up attack with 10% of your strength. So it's solid, you know, it's nothing huge, but if you've already got a lot of follow-ups, it will be getting you working. Now, this one, however, seems a bit more why have you done this? And this will be the skill that you get 2 attempts to try and get, and that's this Dallas support. So first half, own black. When a skill is activated, number of hits times 3, guts recovery. Yeah, just have some guts recovery. The more follow-ups you have, the more that's going to do, up to a maximum of 15 and a maximum of 30. When a tech is avoided, the amount of guts recovered is reset. So the thing is that whether by hits it counts follow-ups. Or it's just talking about you landing attacks. It is a little bit vague. If that's counting follow-ups, that's correct. If that's counting just hits, it's not quite so good, but it will mean that we're going to see an uptick in people slapping first half attack cards on their black monsters. So all in all, it's a fine card. I think other colours would be very excited about getting that, but black getting it doesn't really give them much. Now, what we do have next is nothing to do with this screen. This is something that everybody will get their hands on. He says, "Ooh, do I have to go redeem it? Have I not redeemed it? No, that's Holly. I guess this is inadvertently showing you where to get it. Is it just in here? Ah, yes, there we go. So, come into your missions, grab the Frelia SSR, and we will notice something when we go and pull this. Bom diddly om bom bom. So, as we go to our SSR screen here, new! It's a new type of card. So this Frelia SSR is a master card, and what you have here is plus 80 to your stat caps if you are raising a beast whilst using an assist card, or better stamina consumption if you are using a rival. We've also got EX bonus, we've got some growth bonuses, 25 to strength, int, skill and speed as a start off. The level 2 errantry bonus, so this gives you 10% errantry and an extra ticket, some extra appearance chance across wide amount of drills, an extra super errantry chance for beasts, and errantry up. I think that's what this one is. So it's a solid free card. Also comes with its skills. So we will see. Where is it? So does this come with both skills? I actually haven't checked this myself. Well, that's very strange. Okay, it doesn't. That's 1, 2. So that is the same skill. Yeah, I'm not losing my mind. Yes. Okay, right, cool. So, she doesn't get Frelia's Trail. She just gets these. And as you can see... Oh, moving my background. It's a lot of text. So we've got the teachings of Ancient Tochika. Beast, when a skill is activated, grants the following ability depending on the rank. 3 and above, accuracy plus 10%. 4 or higher, excitement, which is attack stat, and guts recovery speed plus 10%. The tier 2 does the same, but with the rank 5. Enhanced level 1, all stats except life plus 10%. It's pretty good. It's a solid effect if you are raising a beast, and that's where these cards get interesting. So we're going to talk about more of that as we go and observe the MR version of this card. So go away, small child. Eventually. There we go. And unfortunately we get to put a mochi on the screen. So this one has the same skill as we went over in the SSR card. However, it's also got this. So this here is Frelia's Trial. And this skill wait, give me a moment. There's a rank 1 of this somewhere. There we go. Early game, beast type, when hit by a move other than aura disadvantage, activate the following effect. Set the opponent's attack status to the lower of strength or intelligence. Opponent's attack status is reduced by 15%. So it's a great little defensive skill at level 1. And it's even better at level 2 because it's reduced by 30%. Ridiculous numbers, especially when you consider that you can get additional stats here. It's a very defensive card, which is quite interesting. They seem to like giving red these defensive cards. Oh, clicked on the wrong one, and I've done it again because I expect this card to be at the top, but it's not because it's not the Zan card. So we can see here that again you've got these bonuses that are locked away. So weirdly, the beast bonus here is at 2 limit break. So you need 2 limit break and then 3 limit break to get 200 to your stat totals if you are raising a beast with a friend card. I've got a feeling that this top one might be an error, because that seems rather strange. We then have the same reduction, so 4% to training and errantry costs in stamina. This here is a 2% increase in success chance for every skill that you have. So this is a improving errantry bonus, which is kind of wild. Not success chance, sorry. Bonus. So it's 2% stat increase, yes, during the errantry, depending on how many skills you have, and strengthened. Then we've got just a standard +1 to... I can't tell you. Because for some reason, oh, guard. So, dodge and toughness. Then we've got the same initial stat increase to power, intelligence, skill and speed. A 10% EX bonus for beasts. A 50% chance of appearing on... I think this is the extra drills. Increases assist effect when training together. We have the errantry bonus with the extra ticket. We have the super errantry beast bonus. We have +3 to all growths on errantries. We've got +100 again if you're using that friend card. The +4% if you're using a rival. So that's 8% reduction or 200 stats across everything, which is kind of wild. And then another +50% down here to knock that to 100%. And then this one is a bit strange. It says when the target and the monster match, depending on the number of targets achieved, great success rate increases by 1.5%. So it might be down to how many beasts you use in your card setup. It's worded very strangely, but I'm quite happy because as a red main, I don't have to really care about this card. This card doesn't really do much for red. It's a beast card through and through, and that's great for beasts because my god, they've needed it. These master cards are going to be quite interesting because you can't run this with a friend and a rival. You have to choose to sacrifice one. Personally, I'm thinking it's looking like you're going to be sacking off the rival for a few of them. I was corrected that Safin does have a stacking bonus. So Safin and Holly are both still potential potentially usable, but I think for every other colour you'd be looking at using their main assist card. It'll be interesting to see whether there's an update about the MR and whether that's like a visual bug about it not having anything done. My cat has just decided to jump on my desk. Zephyr, get down. And we got ourselves a Selkato, which is obviously not what we need here. But we're just doing this for the sake of it. Like I said, this is just a separate account. And hopefully, hopefully we'll have some interesting things happening over the next few days with regards to freebies, because they really haven't given us much to get excited about, if I'm honest. Not having an MR scroll or any way to get MRs is a bit meh for an anniversary moment. And we'll do the free pulls and get absolutely nothing. Oh, well, okay. Mint is new, which says a lot about how old this account is. But overall, yeah, they're interesting. I'm not excited, but that's fine because it means I get to save up for the future. And with that said, I will see you all next time.